Hi, friends. I'm Pastor Dave, and I have a new story for you today. And I'm really excited about this story because it's about birds, and I love birds. And because it is really creative in its presentation. This is the book, and it's called Mel Fell. But look at this. The way that this book works. Usually, we take a book like this and we open it and we read it. But on this book, instead of reading it like this, we have to read it like this. And it goes down, and then partway through the book, we'll switch it over and we'll read it the other way. I think you'll see what I mean when we start to read this story of Mel Fell. It's written by someone whose name is Tabor. Mel is a kingfisher. And I'll tell you that kingfishers are my favorite birds. So, I hope you can see it. It's called Mel Fell. And there's Mel. One day, when Mama was away, Mel decided it was time to learn to fly. She had been in the nest long enough. "Aren't you scared?" asked her sister Pam. "Yes," said Mel, "but I won't let that stop me." She looked down. "It sure is a long drop," said her brother Pip. "Well," said Mel, "I've got wings." Mel was scared, and it was a long drop. But today was the day she would fly. "See you soon," she told her siblings. She jumped, she flipped, she spread her wings, and then she fell. Mel fell and fell right past the owls. The squirrels tried to catch her. They really did. They'd grown quite fond of those squeaky little chirpers upstairs. Blast, nuts, oof, ay! But it was no use. They missed her by a whisker. "Zeal, zazoo," said the bees, but they barely slowed her down. "We'll save you," they said. Even the spider lent a hand. 8 of them. And the fly that was in the web said, "I'm free." But still, Mel fell. And the snail says, "Do not fear, helpless little bird. I will catch you." She fell and fell. "Oh no," the ladybug said. There's Mel. Splash! Wow! Mel dived into the water. She snapped her beak and caught a fat little fish. She kicked her legs. She wiggled her tail feathers. She spread her wings. And then she flew. Wow! There's the ladybug again. Mel flew and flew. As Mel flew by, the spider clapped her hands, all 8 of them. The bees said, "Huzzah! Huzzah!" There she is, flying right past the bees. The squirrels raced her to the top. right past the owl. Mama was waiting when she got there. I flew, said Mel. And when she talked to her mama, look, the fish fell out. And the fish said, I'm flying, I'm flying. I knew you could, said Mama. I knew I could too, said Mel. And then we hear the voice of the snail. Do not fear, helpless little fish. I will catch you. Splash! Oh, Mel's brother and sister sure look happy, don't they? Mel is a kingfisher. Kingfishers catch fish by diving into the water from tree branches or wires. Many kingfishers nest in tunnels they dig in earth banks near the water, while others nest in tree hollows. Some even live in old termite nests. A young kingfisher probably doesn't catch a fish the very first time they leave the nest. But then, Mel is a very special bird. Well, that's the story that's called Mel Fell. And you could see I had a little trouble holding the book because it was different for me. It felt different in my hands because I was have to hold that book differently. I hope you liked the story and the pictures, and maybe that book will help you to think about being brave in a new way today and trying something new. I wonder what it will be. I'm happy to see you today, and I look forward to the next time we're able to be together. I'm Pastor Dave, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.